About half an hour over, we're at the house. The door gets kicked in because he just got on bootleg. Door gets kicked in. It's Andrew Reynolds wasted, Eric Ellington wasted, Trainwreck wasted, everybody wasted. And they're like, we just got kicked out of our apartment because, and you know, they were paying the rent for this apartment. We're staying here. We stayed up all night. I was still just a little kid, just smoking weed and drinking all night with them. But I was, you know, hanging with the big dogs. And by the morning, Andrew and them were like, where are you sleeping tomorrow? And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, you're with us from now on. And that was like that. About a week later, they asked me, do you want to ride for fucking quit shorties and all that shit? You want to get on us? We'll turn you am. I was like, let's do this. Chad was pissed for about a week. And then he was like, you know what? Everybody knew that you should have been on that team and not this one. You were fucking a full-blown hesher. So this was meant for you. And it was just all history from there.
So when you moved to LA, you were moving there with the intention of making it in skateboarding.
No, I knew I was.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck what anybody said.
That was the whole plan.
No, I knew. I remember I must have been in 9th grade or 8th grade. And I told the teacher when she said, what are you going to be when you get older? And I said, I'm going to be a pro skateboarder. And I'll never forget this bitch laughing at me. And she was like, how many pro skateboarders are there in this world? And at that time, it was very few. And I go, I don't know, maybe 200. She was like, how many of them are actually making money? I go, maybe 20. And she goes, and you think you're going to be part of that? I go, no. I'm going to be number one of that. And she just laughed. And I just remember being mad as fuck, just looking at her like, I'll show this bitch. I don't care what she says. There was nothing that could have deterred me from what I was going to do. And I'm just like anything, you put your mind to it, it's going to happen.
What was it like when, you know, you go there for that purpose and then you're sleeping under trees and you're doing everything, but then all of a sudden, like, you actually are meeting heads and you actually are getting put on these teams?
I mean, I don't know. Too many good times that I can't remember the old times. So I can't really tell you all those stories. I just remember, you know, those certain ones from the very, very, very beginning. But once everything started rolling, it was just, every day was a memory. So they all just blend in. I can't really recall besides we just did the damn thing every moment, every day, every night. We're up till 4 a.m. fucking partying. Wake up at 10, hitting the biggest handrail you can ever see by fucking 1. Back to partying again by 4. So it all just blurred. It went from 0 to 100 overnight. Everybody says that, and I understand when they say that 9/11 was a tragedy, but that was the day that I went from the guy who wanted to be to the guy who was doing it. And it never slowed down since then. And now I'm 41 years old and it's been 20 something years of being a pro skateboarder and getting to do what I want to do. I mean, people only dream of lives like that. So I don't take it for granted. I don't know. I can't tell you because I've lived it, yeah. But it's been pure ecstasy the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing that every kid who skates eventually, even if you're not that good, even if you know that it's probably not in the cards, it's some shit that you dream about and you see the videos and that's the life that you want. You try to recreate that. You try to mimic it as much as you can with you and your friends. Kind of just being in the team that it's like there's a lot of people are trying to mimic a lot of pro skaters and a lot of people like have their idols, but it was like not just Baker but also that era of Baker where there's this like fucking super team and this like mix of people and the way the shit's edited and the way with the music and it's causing immense, like it's causing a lot of shit, but it's causing immense influence around the world, to the point where like you go anywhere, you go to any skate park and like probably going to be easily recognized.
I mean, I would say that there was two big factors to that. One, everything in skateboarding was changing slowly, but it was still skating. Skate videos were what they were.
Mm-hmm.
And Baker was I don't give a fuck. And I think kids, adults, humans all around just kind of recognized, wait a minute, they're living exactly how we live. We just don't have the platform for it. And this is the second thing would be, there was no Instagram. There was no, we're doing this to make somebody else happy. This was us actually living our life. This was us without a cell phone in our hands, and all of us just every moment together. And I think that era and that energy kind of exploded on other people so hard, because that was the time, the moments, the everything. And now, where do you see that? You know, and don't get me wrong, I catch myself on my phone all day long. I catch all of our best friends with, you know, it's still something that I trained myself that, like, let's say you're on a date and the girl gets up and goes to the bathroom. You look around at a restaurant, people instantly pull out their phone.
Yeah.
And they have to look at their phone because it can't be by themselves.
It's like a tick.
Yeah.
You just do it. You're
So
not really thinking.
I try to train myself that, remember those days, remember how good it was and how good it always will be. Just enjoy the moment. If anything, people watch again. It's fucking hilarious. And I think that that's what people got from Baker was, it was people watching. It was us just being dumb and not knowing that we were being dumb. And luckily we had Beagle sitting right there filming everything without us even knowing that he had a camera out. He just was that magic person that happened to capture it all. I don't think that the world will ever go back into that era again.
I think it would be hard to, you can't really recreate that.
No. And I see videos try sometimes, but you can't show the hijinks that was just the every moment of life back then.